Welcome to Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano. Tonight's report, it's as good as it gets. When you talk about UFOs and strange weather anomalies and things that don't make sense in the sky, we've got it for you here on Third Phase UFO Report. Yes, some of these are a couple of years old, but still unexplained. And I'd like to hear what you guys think is happening. I also want to congratulate Third Phase of Moon, the Cousins brothers, Brent and Blake, for an incredible movie release, Countdown to Disclosure. It was released February 16th. It is now out 2 days. And don't forget, you can catch it on Amazon Prime, Vimeo, and other streaming services like Apple TV and iTunes, all that stuff. So just look around for that and watch this movie. It will blow you away. It is fast-paced. There's no fluff. It's real serious ufology talk about the secret space program and the implications of what's going on in today's climate of ufology. So let's get started with that. Brent and Blake did a video last night based on their appearance on GUFON, my show, the other day. So I just want to play a couple of minutes from the beginning of last night's video, and just to give you an idea of the excitement that's going around on the internet with the release of Countdown to Disclosure. So I'm going to play this clip and enjoy it, okay?
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon, Blake Cousins. It's incredible. Countdown to Disclosures, getting 5-star ratings, the platform of the information that's coming out on all streaming services. Countdown to Disclosure. The secret technology behind the Space Force, it has arrived. We were happy to sit down with Rich from GUFON with the whole entire Third Phase of Moon panel to discuss this documentary. Enjoy this, and if you want to watch it right now, there's a hot link to all streaming platforms. Enjoy this.
Well, I'm not going to play the whole clip, but you can go to GUFON to watch that, or you can watch it here on Third Phase of Moon. I guess they posted it last night, so you can watch the version here on Third Phase of Moon. But let's get to some strange anomalies. By the way, thanks guys for posting that interview right here on Third Phase of Moon, and best of luck, and hopefully we'll get some more documentaries from Third Phase of Moon, which I think we will. It goes without saying, doesn't it? All right, this next thing, this video I want to share with you is a couple of years old. Well, actually, it's almost exactly a year old. And the video is called I Think We Got It, guys. I've got to show this to you because I think somebody's got something here. And somebody's got some explaining to do. So watch this. I'm just going to play it from the beginning because it doesn't matter where I start it. You'll get the feel for what's going on here. This is a pretty amazing sighting. I don't remember seeing it, but when you see this craft, it's gonna make you think that, holy mackerel, what is it? How could this is amazing? Just watch this. This is just crazy. I don't know how this even made it out to the internet. How it made it out, I have no idea. How this is even visible to the public is crazy enough on its own merit. So I'm gonna play this in 3, 2, go.
Complete Form 14. Everything is good, Alex.
Has NASA just revealed their secret assets, part of the secret space program? Is Mission Control aware of the secret technology? An unknown object. captured by ISS cameras.
This is complete Form 14. Everything is good, Alex. Complete Form 14. Everything is good, Alex. Everything is good, Alex. Complete Form 14. 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 Every
evidence that was broadcast for 22 minutes on a live stream by NASA.
No, that's it. Then I would like to know regarding the cleaning.
NASA's got some explaining to do with what we're sharing with you right now. It's breaking news coming in February 21st, 2020. This was captured just within hours.
And the folder has the same number as the radiogram. Yes, that's correct. Now, regarding listener,
We're going to be playing the video. I enhanced it a little bit. I sped it up. The video lasted for about 22 minutes. We actually had to confirm if this was the real deal or not, and we can say that this was actually captured. There's nothing going on with CGI or anything. This is breaking news, and I think what we're looking at is the Secret Space Force program in full broad daylight before the cameras of NASA and the ISS program.
What are they doing? This was taken, this video was by the ISS, the International Space Station, caught the object for 22 minutes. It looks like it could be a number of things. This looks man-made. I really don't know what I'm looking at. I mean, look at this thing. It looks like a arrowhead, doesn't it? It has some sort of divot in here. You can see that this is clearly a sectioned piece. This looks like it could be windows. You know, watch the rest of this because I'm almost speechless. I can't believe I missed this. I don't know how this got by me a year ago.
Why haven't they told us what craft this is? And we're looking at this, and it definitely resembles something that's not in our assets.
number 9, with battery, doesn't have a barcode. Copy. If the first page of the radiogram.
Wow, this is crazy, Blake. One of the best ones this year from the ISS. I got to say, there's really no big things that was happening at NASA today. I did a little research, and there was no Dragon SpaceX or any Russian cargo that was heading to the ISS. This was absolutely, this thing came out of nowhere. And what we're looking at is blowing me away, Blake.
Now, you had a question regarding BPO installation, and the installation of this unit is.
We're looking at this right now, and we could see from the video from the ISS space station, whatever this object is, it looks to be quite large.
Now, I have a reminder.
This isn't a dot. Okay. This isn't, what do you call it? A weather anomaly. This isn't space debris, because you're going to see something happen here that verifies everything I just said. Seriously, watch this.
It's away from the ISS, and what I do like is that as soon as this object came into view, the cameras actually pointed onto it. There was really no chatter why they did that or what they were trying to look at, but you could tell NASA was taking a closer look on what this was with really no explanation. How big is this thing? I think it's huge. I think it has something to do with probably the size of our space shuttle back in the 80s.
Watch this. Watch now.
Regarding the radiogram 4838,
The secret space program in full effect, in my opinion. Could this be space debris? I highly doubt it. We're looking at the video as this object accelerates into outer space at tremendous speeds, and it leaves a trail of glowing plasma, green in hue. Whatever it is, it's baffling. I'm going to play it over and over.
And you can also see a trail come down. Watch.
Again here. Just
see that?
to get a look at this thing. It definitely isn't space debris. There's intelligence behind it. there's something that is intelligent in design. I'm not sure if this is a manned aircraft or something that is maybe a drone.
I have no idea what it is. I can't explain it. The only thing that makes sense is that it's either a UFO, unidentified flying object from aliens, alien technology, or it's the secret space program accidentally, purposely spilling out the truth. And I think that's what they do. They do that. They make believe it's an accident that the International Space Station saw it, and they deny it. Or they know it's a UFO and let us see it anyway. Thank you, NASA. We appreciate all you do. Because you can't prove what that thing is. There's no way. I don't know how you can. And as of now, I haven't seen anything replicating that. It's very odd. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? I like weather phenomena. I think HAARP is playing a big role in weather modification. And I think they accidentally ruined the weather patterns here all over the world. Because once you mess around with the weather, that has to actually work itself out. And that could take maybe I don't know if it's a week or a month or a decade. But I think once you start messing around and trying to control the weather, I think you're making the weather act erratically, irrationally, if that's even something you can say about the weather. It's not like it has its own thought, but there is a process. And the Earth creates these weather events for whatever reason, and the Earth cools off with hurricanes. We know that. We know that's what hurricanes do. And I don't know, man. I mean, you're just going to have to check this out, because we've seen these on other YouTube channels. We've seen photographs of these hard-edged, triangular-shaped curtain clouds that really don't make any sense. I never saw these growing up. I mean, I used to be outside all the time, especially in Arizona. We have a huge sky. Maybe it's different in other parts of the world, but we see this stuff now, but we never used to see it before. So check this out. Tell me what you think. It's pretty wild. 3, 2, go.
Ontario. Now let's change gears a little bit, because there's something going on crazy in the skies. This came in via our Facebook from Kelly Valdez. He's a friend of ours, and he noticed that there's this, phenomenon again of these strange square-like clouds being spotted by people from around the world. Is there a reasoning behind this? Have you seen anything like this? I know I sure haven't in person just yet, and some people again are blaming this on HAARP.
Yeah, Blake, certainly geo-weather engineering, as far as I'm concerned. This is an aerial from a airplane. It's not the same day as that video that Kelly sent in, but they
all right, that is bizarre. That is not natural. That should not happen. I mean, really, what are they doing up there? This is impossible. Nature does not do this, especially clouds.
Sure look the same. And there it is, another one. This is from the ISS space station. It's showing proof that these are happening around the world, and they're making a statement on their geoengineering skills.
Oh my God.
Now look at the waves within this square formation. It does not look natural at all. It does look like it's man-made. And again, this stunning.
Come on, man. Look at that. It looks like chemtrails. Ooh, don't say that. No, it does. Look at this all over. This even looks like, I know you want to say somebody painted this in, but it's not. They're different. Different, but similar. Look at this. This is not normal.
Video being captured and being shared via our Facebook. Have you guys seen anything like this? I want you to share it with us right away, because I got a feeling these square clouds are going to be more present. And I've never seen anything like this until late 2017 and now 2018. We're getting this more and more.
Yep, it's true. This stuff never used to show its face. We never used to see anything like this. It's just bizarre. Doesn't make sense. Well, let's go right into the next thing, because the weather anomalies, I can't figure it out. It's got to be HAARP. It's got to be chemtrails. It's got to be something man-made that's creating these weird cloud designs. All right, let's get into the next one. This is very interesting. I like this one. I thought I wasn't going to play this video at all. And then something strange happens near the end. Take a look at this and we'll talk about it.
Is this some kind of meteorite or something like that? Again, it's very strange. This Guardians of the Galaxy, excuse me, Guardians of the Sky in Argentina captured this March 7th, and he seems like he's a UFO hunter. This is what he's doing out there, and he's actually trying to communicate with this via his laser pointer. And again, I don't suggest anybody pointing at anything with their laser pointer unless it's a UFO. If it's an airplane, don't be messing around with this. But in my opinion, this is a UFO. Look at this. The thing seems to be responding to his attempted communication. Did he call him down? Because I don't think this was a simple meteor. We're going to repeat the video here. And again, look how it deviates in direction once he makes contact.
All right. So what you saw was an object. Here, I'll play it again just so we'll talk about it as it's happening. You see this thing, it looks like it's just cruising through the sky, and then it looks like it picks up speed right there and just jettisons a little bit more forward and then disappears in what looks like a bunch of stars in the sky in that area. I have seen many, many things in the sky. Believe me, a lot of them explained, of course. This is a little interesting to me because the thing disappeared right here. And then you see this flash. Now, I have seen that flash many, many times before. They're satellites. They're called iridium flare satellites. They have very big solar panels. An hour to an hour and a half before sunset and after sunset, before sunrise, you will see these craft reflecting the sun off the panels back down to Earth. Now, the reason you see that happening right there, maybe, and I'm just saying maybe, I'm not sure, but it is interesting that the object did disappear in that area, and then they see what looks like an iridium flare satellite spinning and then showing off a flash of light. Now, it did show up the first time, I believe, here, and then the next time it was up here. Let me show you again. The first time, I think it was underneath, and then the next time it was up here. To me, it might just be a coincidence that we saw that object, maybe a meteor or whatever, flying in that area. And just because the guy is shining his laser pointer at that area doesn't mean it's a UFO, but it is interesting. I can't say for sure. I mean, I'm split with this one because I've seen slow-moving satellites spinning very slowly that reflect the sun periodically, maybe every 30 seconds. And maybe this guy knows that. Watch. It's pretty wild.
For the first time on third phase of moon, and again, what's going on? Guardians
Watch the first time
capturing something, and it seems like he's actually made contact. Again, this isn't a meteorite, in my opinion. It would have been in a straight trajectory.
It is amazing. There's a lot of things that I can't explain, and when we look at these objects going through the sky, you know, we wanna automatically say UFO. It looks like a UFO, right? Disappeared right here. Now I want to show you this. Watch where he points the arrow the first time. The object disappeared in this cluster of stars, but watch it light up. You'll see an arrow come here, I think, first. I just want to show you. So there, now see that star right there? So it appeared right there about 5 o'clock, 5:30. The next time, it's going to be right around here, I believe, around 2:30, 3 o'clock, right? So we're about 10 seconds after that first flash. 15. Yep, and you see how it was above? So it's moving. And I think that this may just be a coincidence. I don't know, man. The guy points his laser in the area where the object disappeared, very close to that star, and it shoots back in his direction. This is why we do what we do. We don't have the answers. All we can do is speculate, hypothesize, and guess. We're not out there. We're not up there. We're just watchers. I mean, it's amazing what's happening in the skies at all times. We just don't know. But pretty good stuff. Now, before we leave, you cannot forget to check out Third Phase of Moon's newest documentary, Countdown to Disclosure, the secret behind the secret Space Force. Greer, Sala, Bob Lazar, Goodall, a lot of people are in this documentary. It's amazing. Check it out. I know you'll love it. It's worth it. And I'd like to see what you think. Put your comments down in the comment section to let me know what you think about Countdown to Disclosure. Don't forget to check it out on Amazon Prime, Vimeo, and all other streaming services. Also, you can check out my live stream every day, Monday through Saturday, between 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on YouTube. We are live every night except for Sunday, and that is GUFON. I want to thank Third Phase of Moon. I want to thank everybody on the panel. Thank you very much for joining me on the 16th, just 2 days ago. It was awesome, and I hope that Third Phase of Moon comes out with another movie. They have to, right? I'm going to leave you with maybe a minute of the discussion here on the panel. You may have seen it, I don't know. But we'll take you out with this, because the future is here. So when you had to make this documentary, I know from what, we talk a lot. So you spoke with Greer and got his... Did you get him during COVID or before it?
Well, it's interesting. We were working on it right before this COVID thing hit and before the world changed. And we're doing some segments with Dr. Michael Sala. And then we're moving into this, the technology, the Space Force, the people. We wanted to contact the people that were involved or did any kind of briefing to the presidents, what they knew about it. So we contacted Dr. Greer, and he was a little hesitant in the beginning about coming on, but we said, hey, look, you're one of these people that have the major connections. You could speak to this matter in an eloquent way. You're in Los Angeles right now. We got a camera crew in Los Angeles. Why don't we just do this right now? So we were lucky enough to ascertain Dr. Greer for, we had him for a couple hours, but we had our questions, and we knew the questions that we're going to ask him. He was going to explode. He's going to be explosive on his, response to the questions. And he pulled it off. He did exactly what we expected. We knew our questions were going to spark Dr. Greer in a way that it did, but we weren't expecting the information that he was giving us. And we also asked him about things that nobody's ever heard before. He was a little, again, reluctant, but then he says, well, I could tell you this, I could tell you this, and I could tell you this. He did this multiple times. And as we're hearing it, for the first time, when we got the raw footage from Los Angeles, we're like blown away. We're like, wow, this is intense stuff. Maybe it's almost too much. Well, are they going to shut this documentary down? We're kind of worried about some of the implications that was being represented in this documentary. But right now it's available. And what's crazy too is that we shot this in 4K. We're able to do this whole thing remotely in record time and make this documentary, this production, without even us having to leave Hawaii. We were directing from sometimes 2,000 miles away, sometimes even further to the East Coast, where some of these shots were filmed via John Blake. He was the guy behind the bombshell of the UFO crash before Roswell, and we got a production crew out there. So it's really exciting to make a documentary in this time under these circumstances and pull it off the way we did is absolutely amazing. Brett, you got something you want to say?
Public.
Check out third phase of Moon's Countdown to Disclosure. It is out. It is available on Vimeo, Amazon Prime, and all streaming services. I'm Rich Giordano from GUFON, and this has been a third phase UFO report. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody.